Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is your boy Sabi Juice,
And I'm Megan.
and in this video, with a heavy heart, we are going to look at a video on Sushant Singh Rajput. I don't know if you have heard, but he is a very renowned actor in Bollywood, but unfortunately, he committed suicide. And I think he committed suicide because he was in depression. And with all that is going around, a lot of people have been feeling that way, and it's very sad to see such things happening in the world, and especially to him, because I never thought he would do that. I was in love with his work, like some of the movies that he has made, like Kai Poche, MS Dhoni. I've liked all of his work. I've been a big fan of his work, and he was one of those talents that just got to where he was just by himself without any like hand holding. It was pure talent, pure talent. So anyway, so this video is a dedication to him and his work, and we found this video on YouTube. It's called Our Memories of Sushant Singh Rajput, and it's by the channel Film Companion. So I believe this is like a compilation of his movies, I guess, and maybe some of his interviews, but I guess we'll find out. So let's just find out what this video is all about, and then we'll have a discussion right over. Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me I'm a superstar, I'll take it. You'll tell me that you're the biggest star. You would be the biggest star of this industry. I'll say probably yes. And if you tell me that I don't think that you're a star, I'm with you. So I don't care.
Gone too soon. That is true.
First 18, 19 years of my life, I just couldn't speak. I just couldn't communicate. I'm the youngest in my family, and we have
4 sisters.
Yeah, 4 sisters. So
Oh, wow.
I could not. I was very pampered in my house, but I did not know how to deal with people when I was stepping out of my house. So I became this very quiet, introverted child. Obviously, there is nothing.
Oh, I didn't know
wrong
he was
with
an
it,
introvert.
but, if you want to say something, if you want to express at least, and you can't do it, it's a very strange feeling that you get. It was only when I was performing for the first time on stage, I could feel that I can do it. People are listening, they are getting affected by it.
Wow.
And I could feel that magic. And that is the why of doing it. Most important thing that we miss or we want in our lives, we want to be understood by somebody else. And when you act, that is what happens. I mean, like when that resonance happens, when you feel something,
You connect it.
and they get it. That's the resonance that happens, and you feel so good about it. People started recognizing me for the first time. It's a very strange feeling, but when they did, I was feeling I was very excited. I used to go to malls and all, so that people would just
You just go for just to be recognized.
But after a point of time, say 3 months, 4 months, you get used to it, and you come back to the same mental state. So it is not what would drive you for the rest of your life. No matter how successful you are, no matter how rich or recognized you are, I think it's not pursuit of happiness, it's the habit of happiness. So when you do what you want to do, you don't care what people say. I'm a very selfish actor. I just think about myself when I'm signing the film and when I'm shooting for the film. It has to do with my experiences and my exploring, my failures, my stumbling upon something very, very unique, fresh, and I don't know how to deal with it, and I somehow work with it and make it my own. So that thing, but not what people will think. It's only when the film is releasing and I'm asked to sell my film is when I think about them, because if I'm selling it, endorsing it, then I shouldn't be fooling you, because you'll be investing money and your time. So all my 18, 19 years of my life, nobody actually looked at me and said that, oh, you exist. Nobody, because I was such an introvert. And at the same time, although we were not that poor or something, but then money was a differentiator in each and every decision that my family used to take. And I remember wanting to go to this university, but I couldn't because I didn't have that much money, and I was a small kid. And I was like, wow, it's such an unfair world, because I can't do something that I want to do because I don't have something that I possibly cannot earn at this point of time. So I was like, wow, this is very, very important. So when you don't have it, a small part of it can buy you a lot of things. But after that point of inflection, a lot will buy you just the small thing.
You
Wow.
also said you don't know how much money you have in your bank balance. Is that true?
Yes, not that I have too much, but I don't care. Because
You don't care or you don't know?
I don't know. And I also don't care. I don't know because I don't care.
What do you do with this extra hours? Since you
That-
only
that
sleep
makes sense.
2 hours, what do you do in all that extra time that you have?
Since I don't like to talk that much, so I don't have many friends. I read. I read different books, not to get out something out of it, but just to have a different take on things.
And what do you do for fun, Sushant?
That is my fun. Like, it's not, so that's why people find me very boring. I try to pretend at times that okay, this is also something that I am very very good at, but ultimately they can see through. I told myself, wow, I can hide behind all these interesting characters, and I'll tell everybody that don't judge me because it's not me. When I play a character, I kind of find a way to fool myself. Convince myself that I'm not me but somebody else, and that's such a relief. Not
To
playing
not be
yourself. I'm like, what do we do every day? I'm like, we try and project a personality that we think we are, and it's too much of an effort. So when you play a character, it's so much of a relief not to play yourself but somebody else, and you actually get paid for it.
Wow. Such a genuine guy. Like, he did not fear about what he wanted to say. Like, he was so humble, like, he knew what he was good at and his weaknesses. And he was not afraid to show his vulnerability
Yeah.
outside to the world.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that he was such an introvert and yet he was such a great actor.
Right. And that was the part that shocked me the most because I didn't know he was an introvert. I really did not know. And if you had seen his movies even before watching this video, you would have been totally shocked because he's such a good actor, or rather he was such a good actor that you would never have thought of him as an introvert. Like, when you look at him on screen, you'll feel like, oh, this guy's so amazing, like, you know, he must be having like so many friends and he must be having like such a great social life. But especially the part that he said in the video that, oh, I don't talk a lot so I don't have that many friends, I was like, what, are you serious? Like, he's such a nice guy, how can he not have friends? But I guess that makes sense. Like, he just wanted to be heard, and in this time when things are so uncertain, bad things happen, and I guess that is what led him to depression, and which eventually made him do whatever he did, which is very sad because the world just lost its gem, is what I feel like. And I mean, you could tell from the video, right, like how genuine he was.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I really liked what he said was he was an introvert and he did not feel like he was being heard, but the first time when he stepped on the stage and when people were actually listening to him, when people were actually watching him, he felt liberated. That was the part that touched me. I'm like, wow, he genuinely found something that not made his career, but that gave him happiness because he was able to express the things that he was holding back inside of him.
Yeah.
And that was, I'd never heard that. So it's just too sad, like, to be honest. Like, but what else did you think?
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. Because it's just really sad.
Yeah, but I guess one thing that I learned from this was that depression is something that is not something small. It's a real issue. It's a real societal issue, and it hasn't been given enough limelight or enough spotlight. But depression has really killed a lot of people, and it shouldn't be taken lightly, especially in a time like this. That's what I keep telling, like, this time is the time when you take your time to connect with your loved ones. Like, maybe that was just one thing that he was wanting from someone that he did not get. So you never know, like, you never know who is depressed, because it's not that easily seen, and his example was the best example. Like, I was so deceived by his jolly personality that I saw on TV that I could not believe that he was an introvert and he was in depression.
Well, not to like bring it back to someone else, but Robin Williams.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
he was a comedian, so
Yes.
it's like everyone thought he was always happy,
Yes.
and then same thing.
Yeah, that was another shocking thing. Like, when I heard that for the first time, I was like, whoa. I guess the point is that the most happiest people that you think are happy could be the most depressed people. So never judge anyone by their looks or by their career. I guess take this moment to, like, connect with your loved ones and reach out to them in a crisis like this. That's all we can do from our end, and that's a small step. All you have to do is be there for someone. So it makes me sad, but rest in peace, Sushant Singh Rajput, and we'll miss you, and we'll miss your amazing work. And I guess that was it for this video. But I do have to show you his works. I know you haven't seen his work, but his work is amazing, like beautiful. So if you guys want us to do reaction videos to some of his work, please do let us know in the comment box below. And that was it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, time out. If you guys like this video, you guys know the drill. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon notification button so you don't miss any other update. And if you guys have more such videos, please do send them our way. All of the details will be in the description box below.
And don't forget to check out our other videos and follow us on social media.